What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys both on the market watch today. Guys, before we begin, I just want to talk about Dragon Maids and how the fact that they're literally the waifu tax. Now, before I begin, guys, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and comment down below. And comment question of the day: have you paid your waifu tax? So, what we're looking at right here is something really unique. Now, when Sky Strikers first came out, I think we can easily and fairly say it was the whole Reyes Bay anime waifu tax there. But the difference is, Strikers were tier 0 out the box, like day one. We knew this was gonna happen. With Dragon Maids, everyone kind of has a feeling that it's not that good. I mean, YCS Milan's happening right now, and we're not seeing no Dragon Maids being mentioned. Are they even playing it there? Probably not. But looking at Dragon Maid prices, they're still high. In fact, Mystic Fighter still has a relatively high price point. But look at the Dragon Maid Playmaster still high. This was literally yesterday, some of these prices, and still selling for around 200. Someone made a bid that got accepted by it, but roughly around $200, the match is still selling for. These should be $30 right now. Look at all the price. I'm not even gonna show you like disgusting stuff like down there, but look at all the prices. In Puerto Rico, the guy sold a match for $160. The 28th, a couple days ago, it was sold with the Field Center and Dragon Maid cards, for about $230. Like, this is a lot of money. No negotiated price under $200. It's still crazy money for the Dragon Maid waifu playmat. And they're still being listed, they're still being sold online today, right now. It's still happening. Yuga players are still trying to get these mats out the door to other people, and people are still paying roughly around $200. The deck costs less than the mat. It's absolutely ludicrous. Looking at mats here with Dark Lord from OTS Swan Pack 1, the current market price of the card is around $93. But no, don't worry about it. It's realistically roughly around $115 for Ultimate Red Dark Lord. Moving next over, we have Scapegoat. I talked about this card the other day, and last night, if you guys saw my live stream, if you're not on my live stream, hit the notification bell. Another thing you can do is you want to buy on TCG Player. In the description below, the TCG Player link. Click on that, you go buy a certain bit, it goes to help support the channel. Looking at Scapegoats, I'm shocked this card is so low in value. Scapegoats has a $35 market price. That's it. Where its actual price point is $33. After those playsets are sold, it's roughly back up to $35 for Ultimate Rare Scapegoats. My question is, why is this card so cheap? I mean, look at the gold format, and look at the fact that all these cards in gold format are insanely expensive. My reasoning for the reason why Scapegoats from OTS 1 Pack 8 is still relatively low, well, it's simple. It's Scapegoat. It came out on OTS 1 Pack 8. We're in OTS 1 Pack 12. The minute we move away from this card, the minute we keep distancing ourselves from OTS 1 Pack 8, is the higher the price Scapegoat's going to go. So it's up to you whether you want to get yours now or later. But if you're looking to play gold format in any way, shape, or form, you're going to need your playset of this card. Gold format utilizes anywhere between 2 to 3 Scapegoats per gold format deck that's in the higher tiers. So if you want to grab Scapegoats, you're going to want to grab it now. It's not going to get any cheaper. It's only going to get more and more expensive. Up next, guys, we have Game Seal Sea Turtle Kaiju. Coming out of OTS 1 Pack 2 is a super rare. The market price is roughly around $3.60. Realistically, the price one's at $2 for super rare versus a Game Seal. I do not understand why this card's price is so cheap. I have zero idea. But this is a really good buy-in. I mean, this is super version is not the highest. I think the highest is secret rare. But to be honest with you, I think super rare is better looking than a secret rare. And for $2, that's not a bad deal whatsoever. We also have Fluffle Bear from Star Pack Arc V, the Shadow Foil Rare. With a $5.70 market price, it's just about bought out. There's a listing still for about $4 and change. The only listing after that, it's pretty much bought out for Star Pack Arc V Fluffle Bear. So, Fluffles, in case you don't have your Fluffle stuff. Then we have, once again, Mystic Fighters and Kitchen Dragon Maid, still holding a $43 price point, higher than its $38 market price, and even higher than its original price point, which is roughly around $35. I do not know why these are going up besides the waifu. That's the only thing I have heard. Guys love anime girls are just buying this. They don't care if it's good. They don't care if it's bad. Casuals want this, and maybe even collectors want this, being the fact that this is one of the very few times Konami has actually teamed up with an anime to make a art site based off that. It almost never happens, but it's still really interesting to see that Kitchen Dragon Maid's roughly around $43 and rising. It's only rising. There's only 8 listings on TCG Player. I do not know why this is worth so much money. It's absolutely insane to me. But yeah, no, people are going crazy over it. And common question of the day is, are you serious? Did you pay? Like, are you going in and grabbing this now? Are you going in and grabbing the deck course? Or are you just waiting and going, this is gonna fall, right? Seriously, this is gonna fall. This is gonna fall, right? I mean, it should fall, but the play match is still high. The set's still high. Like, what's happening? I'm blown. How do casuals have this much money and still refuse to play meta is beyond me. Then you got other cards like Prime Tech, Alembertian. The value of the cards roughly around $30. I'm pretty sure it was $25. I know in pre-order price it was like $75. But this card's not seeing much play at all. And to be honest with you, I think this value is also going to be going down. You have Nurse DRAGONMAID with a $29 price point. The card's actually stabilizing at $29. Then we have another generator card, Mardell Generator Bolts of Light with a $13 price point. The card value went up. It's actually at $18. And then we have Parlor DRAGONMAID, a super rare from the set. That's stabilizing roughly around $5 for a super rare. So once again, guys, if you are cracking Mystic Fighters, there's a lot of value. There's a lot of value that does not belong to be in this set. I think doesn't belong to be in the set, but is in the set. So if you don't have Mystic Fighters yet, you really might want to consider going in and grabbing some of these cards. Or grabbing at least the packs, cracking them, pulling Kitchen DRAGONMAID, and unloading it online. Evidently, they're selling. Then we have other cards like Sea Monster Theseus, a card which is slowly clearing up off the market. There's still a lot of them on the market, but it's slowly drying up. As it slowly dries up, the price is slowly increasing from Sea Monster Theseus. I have a bunch of these, and I don't know if you guys have a bunch of these lying around, but if you don't, you might want to consider grabbing one. The 2017 Mega Pack and the Raging Tempest original print versions aren't too different in price points. I think it's like $1 too different, so I would highly recommend you go in and grab the original print version of Sea Monster Theseus. Then we have Max C being cleaned out all over the place. I mean, last time I talked about Max C, Ultimate Rare was roughly around $149, I believe it was. Well, now the next price of Max C, away from its $165 market price, is at $190 for Ultimate Rare Max C. It's Ultimate Rare, okay? Then we have Secret Max C from Star Ragnarok. We always know this price is crazy. Secret Max C with a $20 price point. Lightly plays actually at $17.50. This is dirt cheap. I'm not even joking you. If you want to go ahead and grab a first edition version of the Secret version of Max C, that price is going to be infinitely higher. It's going to be, hold on a second. Let's see if we can find it here. It's going to be roughly around almost near $50, about $49 for Secret version of Max C. So here's your options if you want Secret Max C. First edition, about $49. Or if you want the unlimited version, it's at $17 right now. $17.49 to be exact. So it's up to you whether you want that Max C or not. I highly recommend you go and grab that unlimited copy of Secret Rare. I don't recommend you drop $190, even though I kind of want to. The Secret First Edition, the value is so different, it makes no sense. Like unlimited has to be at least around, like, I'm gonna guess 25 to 30 in order to justify almost their $50 price point. The fact that unlimited's at 17, the first edition is almost at 50, these don't correlate at all to me. Then we have Max C, the ultra rare versions coming out of Legend Collection 5. These are roughly around $9, a little bit under its $10 market price. Still a relatively good card. The super rares are still money. This is because we're getting into the ban list. I mean, this is what it comes down to. The closer we are to the ban list, the more you can place invest in Max C. The more you can place invest in other cards as well. And when I do my ban list video, hopefully you guys subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you can see when I do that, because we need to talk over these cards because these are very important. I've been talking to you guys nonstop about these cards throughout my videos. I said, listen, Harvey's Felduster, Vanny's Emptiness, Max C, and you won't be. I don't believe that card's coming out. Cool. Believe it's for the suckers. Whatever happens, happens. And if Vanny's comes up the ban list, don't be a sucker and not have a card that's a quarter today and it's gonna be $20 tomorrow. Same with Max C. Same with Harvey Filter. Same with a bunch of these cards. And I really want you guys to go in and at least grasp these cards. Go in and trade for some of these cards because these are very good cards. Don't be a fool and get rid of these cards, because if they do come up the ban list, you're gonna pay insanely high amounts of money for your own cards back. Don't be that guy. Then next we have Silent Mining coming out of Dark Neostorm with a $32 market price. Silent Mining Unlimited is barely holding on to 32. First version is still roughly around 35, almost 35s. But to be honest with you, the card price is dropping. Like, if we could still take the values and correlate them to what they were before Marines' hype, the value is roughly around $40 to $45. Now they're barely holding on to $35. That's the whole summation of Silent Mining. And the value, by the way, is going lower. Yes, we have Ignisters. Sure, I get you with that. But with the March reprint of Silent Mining, which you really want to invest almost $100 on a card that's going to get a reprint, yeah, ultra rare reprint, but nevertheless, you wait till ultra rare reprint comes out, you wait for it to circulate for a while, and then you go and you buy Secret Rares for a dirt cheap price point. We also have World Legacy Monstrosity from Dark Neostorm with a $7 market price. I mean, it's starting to go back down from what I can see. You got two listings over here roughly around $6, but after those two places are gone, it does head back up to $7. So I don't know what's happening with this card at all. I do know was I bought this card for nothing and I unloaded mine. So hopefully you guys did it with yours because it's a pretty crazy price point for a World Legacy Monstrosity. Then we have Nightmare Incarnation Idly. I don't know why this card is not being looked at more. This card's really good. With a 2066 cents market price, unlimited and first edition versions are roughly around $3 to $4 for Nightmare Incarnation Idly. This is a phenomenal card and its effects really good. Level 9 monster you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can use each effect of the following effects of Nightmare Incarnation Idly once per turn. If the total link rating of the monsters on the field is 8 or more, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. So your opponent tries to spam you with links, you just drop this card. And this card special summon to the field. While your opponent controls more link monsters than you do, you can send all link monsters in the field to the graveyard. So basically, your opponent's trying to do their combos. The minute they start doing the combos, you start seeing more than, you know, more than 9 or more. Or where is it? More than level 8 or more, I'm sorry. Level 8 or more link rating on board, you drop this card and clean their board. I mean, this card would have been insane for like Goki format. But it's still, I think, a very good card. And I don't think that it's something that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are really looking at or investing in. I think it's something that's dirt cheap right now. Nobody's really looking at. I like that. Then we have Duel Saga. Now, this is very interesting. I'm gonna pan over to Duel Saga for a quick second because can we just look at Duel Saga and just acknowledge the fact that this is the same exact box as Duel Overlord? Like, Konami was like, we like Duel Saga. Let's make Duel Saga, but not call it Duel Saga. Let's call it something else. And some guy's like, okay, Duel Overlord. And they were like, genius, Wilson. Get promoted. Yeah, seriously, it's the same exact art cards. Now, I mean, the box art. Now, as far as the cards and what we see as actual like good card value, I think the most promoted card in Duel Saga, I think, was either like Trishula or Brionic. I'm leaning towards more Brionic. When we go over here, I think it's on page 2, and we see Brionic, and even Trishula for that matter. Brionic's like $2. I don't know, it's $4 market price, by the way. Trishula is $3 in market price, but $1 in the market. And these were like the cards you wanted to get. Well, looking at Duel Overlord, you got Crystal Needle Fiber and Relinquish Anima. I don't know if sure their new goofy names are, but that's what we know them as, okay? These cards are gonna go down and tank in value. Not in the short term, I think, but eventually they will tank. I mean, that's kind of, you know, easy to say with any Yu-Gi-Oh card, sure. But here's the thing, here's a big breakaway. Just like Duel Saga, in which we saw cards that aren't really wanted, just spike in crazy high numbers. Now everything looks like it calmed down a little bit, but I know Effect Fellow was bought out. Paul Duarte was hitting some crazy high numbers. Right now we can see we're like Res Darkness Metal Dragon, I'm gonna take your Honest Neos. These cards weren't like the wanted cards. I think Neos was kind of wanted, but nowhere near its $7 current price point. Nowhere near it. Looking at Duel Overload, I think it has a great potential. Same thing. Hopefully it has the same beautiful ultra rare. This is one of my favorite ultra rare rarity. But it's ultra, because ultra rare has different versions of it. This is one of my favorite ones because a nice clean plastic overlay looks like on the card. And if you ever held one of these Duel Saga cards, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These are gorgeous overlays of like the foiling on these ultra rare cards, and I really like them a lot. Looking at Duel Overload, I think it's gonna hopefully have the same ultra rarity, but more important, hopefully it's gonna have that long-term value with certain cards that are unwanted immediately. I mean, that's the same exactly thing what happened with Duel Saga. So we're gonna have to really look into the set. We're gonna have to really break down the set and talk about the set because there's gonna be immediate value and there's gonna be long-term value. And realistically, can we even say long-term value? Duel Saga came out 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I believe it was. We should really say mid-term value. And I think that's still very good for a set. So once again, are you gonna go in and grab Duel Overload? Because I'm personally looking to grab a ton of this set. I think it's gonna be a great set. I think it's gonna have great short, mid, and maybe even long-term value. I don't know if you're grabbing this set as well, because this is a great set. Then we have the Evolution Pill. This card's slowly rising back up. It had a reprint, but not really a reprint. And that was a trick of and the reason why this card used to be like 12 to 15, when down as low was like 5 at one point. Evolution Pill had a reprint as a Speedo card, but you can't use it in regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously they're different. It's a skill card. But Devolution coming out of Bowser Legends/Revenge is holding an $8 market price and is actually stabilizing at $8. My prediction is going higher. Konami hasn't really reprinted it. Realistically reprinted it, and I do believe this card has great potential. Dinosaurs are a real deck. They're still topping events sporadically, but still topping, and I think dinosaurs have great potential in the meta. With that said, I do think Double Evolution Pill has that chance to go up higher in value. Don't get tricked. Don't say, oh, it has a cheaper version, I'll buy this. No, you're gonna be stuck with a Speedo skill card that does nothing exactly what you wanted to do. I'm just throwing it out there. So go in and check out Double Evolution Pill right now. Once again, I do think the value can absolutely go higher. Then we have Minerva the Exalted Lightsworn. I just like this card. This card's dirt cheap right now. Nobody cares about it. It used to be a price card, but now it's over here. And I think light tones have always sporadically came in and out of the meta. They're a rotating door dot deck. In the meta, out of meta. In the meta, out of. New light tone hype? Count me in, boys. I mean, yeah, they recently got a Link monster. Really didn't do much for the deck. And they lost Snow, which definitely hurts the deck a lot. But light tones always and will constantly always have a chance to come in and out of the game. So if you don't have your high rarity light tone stuff, or even just light tones in general, you might want to slowly start grabbing that because you're gonna need it. It says lights on, yeah, it'll be a meta one day. It just is what it is. Minerva the Exalted Lights on, Ultra Rare, or Secret Rare coming out of Battle's Legends Lights Revenge. Yeah, this card's gonna go back up in value. It has that potential. But the current market price of $4, the value currently about $4 with shipping included, if you want to count that. So $4 for Minerva, really cheap card. Really inexpensive. Look at that Battle's Legends Lights Revenge, by the way. There's not really big money. It's Into the Void of the Ultra Rare, which is like $13. This card's going down in value, in my opinion. Artifact Sanctum, which should be hitting the ban. This card's broken. It's roughly around $11 underneath the $12 price point. And that's really the big money of this set. But this set has so much great potential. It's almost insane to see not some of these card prices just naturally inflate. And which I do think will happen as we move forward. Then we have Majestic Paladin Ascending Draco Slayer Ultimate Rare. I talked about this card I think on live stream one day, and I pointed out, I was like, this card's $1, Ultimate Rare, Dimension of Chaos. This card should not be $1. The next day, the card value like that hits a minimum $5, and the current market price is $5 for this card. Well, a lot of you played versions are roughly around $2 excluding shipping, so this card's still relatively cheap. And to be honest with you, that card's cheap, and Ignister Promise, the Blasting Draco Slayer, is an $8 price point. Unlimited versions of the card is roughly around $4 if you want to go in and grab that. Lightning plays $5 for this card, so this is yet another cheap card that a lot of people are just not looking at right now. Everyone's focused on the new set, everyone's focused on Dragon Maidens, everyone's focused on $200 absolutely overpriced playmats. But like, there's real value here. Are you focused on it? Comment down below, let me know what you guys think. Listen, man, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please, make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It's your boy V, and you Paisanos have a great day.